Welcome. This is my first tech tip, so be kind. And hopefully, as we go along, they will get much better, and hopefully, a few of them will be very useful for you. A couple of staff saw my desktop and they thought it was pretty amazing. And not this one. This is just me having some fun with my daughter, but my next one. So let me show you what happened. Big, huge clutter, obviously. And then I had a staff member say, well, if you come up here to view, you can do cleanup and it cleans it all up. Like, okay, that's not so. But then I noticed that it had cleanup by, and you can do it by name, date, modified, date created, all that good stuff, size. So I did by date created. I'm like, great, now I've got a clutter in the corner. That really doesn't help me at all. And then I noticed somebody had this amazing, basically, organizer on their desktop, and it was really cool. What happens is if you go to System Preferences, Desktop Screensaver, you can have an organizer on your screen. Now this is something that I personally did, and you'll notice I have UCF up here because I am going back to school. This is some personal stuff I've got down there. So I just go through and sort based on things that I like and as I'm going to be using them. Current unit and standards just got moved. This is the backup, the online backup. These are logins, school calendars, we need those. The HD down here at the bottom. I can edit this any way I want, and I could keep going forever, but that'll get boring. How do you edit that? Well, basically, well, you don't want that one. Here we go. New blank document. Change the layout, orientation to landscape. And my next is design, because I like to give it a color. That way it looks pretty. So I've got these pastels I've used before. If you don't like those, there's obviously the more color button. I have a favorite color of blue, so I tend to stay in the blue family. So now I have a background color that my entire backdrop will have. And here's it is, the key point, the table. Once you've decided what you're going to need all the time and use all the time, and the fact that it's going to need a label is how you're going to decide this. It works best if you keep it to 4 sections by 4 sections. Well, each section is going to need a title, so you're actually going to want to do an extra row for each title. I'll show you what I mean. So you don't have to show the grid lines. I just particularly like to show them so that it keeps organization good. And by good, I mean I can keep it within the lines. By making those rows smaller, I now have a spot to put in a title, like I had Centennial CENMS, and I had UCF for my master's work. I could also have here that this is the current unit, this is the next unit. Over here, anything, personal. Down here we can put, oh, good grief, videos that we would like to use. And, just random stuff. If I know when I taught reading language arts, I really like to have quotes because I would post them up, let the kids see them. So it does take a little bit of time to get all of the regular adjustments made. I do like to use a nice thick font and nice big sizes. Okay, maybe not that big. And then once I've got that done, I can make that smaller. I can make that smaller. Now you see there's a lot of wasted room around the outside. That's easily changed by going to, where is it? Design, and moving it over here. Sometimes you don't have to do design, but lately my computer has been very, very picky. And in page layout, margins, narrow, That's a biggie. When you put the margins at narrow, it allows you to make it wider over on the right side and at the bottom. So I then move it so that it is bigger on my screen, and the reason for that is we're going to take a screenshot. I do Command Shift 4 for my Mac, and it lets me do the screenshot tool instead of the entire screen. And click. Now I have to move to Settings, System Preferences, Desktop Screensaver, and as you can see, this is the one I have now. It's already saved up there. But I can pick a picture from my desktop, and voila. So now everything that is for the current unit, I can drag and drop over here. Things that are personal go here. My UCF stuff comes over here. Current unit. Oh, I need to do my teacher pay teachers. Quotes. Just stuff. Anyway, all of this can get moved around and adjusted to how you like it. And it keeps your desktop organized. Anything that is not going to fit in this is going to need to go into your general documents. It is going to keep what you have on screen extraordinarily clean and easy to use. So I hope you liked it. Thank you so much.